Hey guys, and welcome to a new tutorial in Java programming language. In this tutorial, we're going through some variables, what's variables, or how we can store our data in Java. So before that, please subscribe my channel and click the bell icon. Variable in Java, suppose that we have some numbers and we will store it somewhere. How do it we in Java? First of all, a variable is a character or a word which we write. For example, x is a variable, y is a variable. It's a character, but it's called a variable in Java. Or maybe name is a variable in Java. You can write name. And there are different types of variable in Java. Like for integer, you have one type. For double, you have another type. Short, like byte, boolean, and so on. So when we store something in Java, because Java is very sensitive, so you must give that data type, which type of data you're going to store in your variable. If I want to store number 4, a value 4 in Java, so what do I do? I should write int because 4 is an integer, and after that a variable name equal to 4. Now Java know that 4 is a kind of integer, so it's an integer and it stores in variable x. Why we use variable? Suppose that you are writing a long code and for a reason you change some values. If you write the values on different places, then it will be hard for you to change the value because you must go through your code and find the value and change it. But with variable, you can change it once and use the variable in everywhere in your class that you want. Once you change the variable, it will change. Here we want to print out the value of 4. What do we need is we go in class system. It's a standard class and called method point out point print line, which print here in the terminal. So what I do, I would like to print x value. So right here I write a text so I know what this is. The value x is, and after that plus x. Here in this terminal it will print this sentence and the value of x. Let's run it. You see this, sorry, I have written wrong. The value x is, the value x is 4, which gives the value. Now I would like to store another value, like in y is equal to 5. So I declare y, it's an integer, and say it to the program by writing int in front of the variable y, that it's a integer. It takes only integer values, nothing else. If I write 5.4, then it will be complain that Okay, you have declared that y should be a integer value and you give a double value. It's not right, or I cannot take it. So change it, change the type, the data type to double, or change your value to an integer. So I change it an integer 5, then it works. Now I would like to print out both values. So here I can and say plus plus, and if I want to write some sentence or information, so I write inside the quotation the y value is plus y. So now we run the program. You see the value x is 4, the y value is 5. Now I would like to add these two values and print the result instead. So what should I do? When I am adding two values, I need a variable where I can store the result. 4 plus 5 is 9. So this 9 should store somewhere. In this reason, I can declare another variable like sum, which is equal to x plus y. And here I can change the sum is plus sum. When we run the program, the result here comes, the sum is 9. Here the sum is 9, which is right. Now, if I want to change 4 to 6, I can do it because I have 6 and I use 6 here. But if I don't use a variable to store my numbers, then every time I change a variable, so I must go through my code and change everywhere I have the value, that value. So I must change it. In the same way, I would like to print out the result of their division. So what should I do? I declare another variable, which is divide is equal to x divided by y. Now remember one thing here. In Eclipse or in Java language, when you divide two integer, and it's possible that the result can be an integer or a double value. So there is no way in Java to declare a variable that gives you a double value. Like in here, if we divide 6 by 5, the result would be 1.2. So you would not, the program will not be able to print out or store the value 1.2 for you. So there's two types of division in Java. One with division sign and other is with percent sign. So the difference is that in this division, suppose that 6 divided by 5 is 1.2. So in this division, the value 1 will be store, and we have one remaining. How we should get that one? We can get that one by using the percent sign. So we declare another variable divide 2 is equal to x. So here in this variable we will get 1 in this case, if 6 in case 6 divided by 5, and in this variable we get 1 because the remainder is 1. Let's check it. So we can write like, to know the differences, divide 1 plus divide 2 plus divide 2. Here you should have space in between quotation and your text in both sides. Otherwise, all will be connected to each other. Let's try without a space first. Because there is no space between quotation and your text, you should have space here. Now you can see clearly that divide 1, which is 1, and divide 2, which is 1. In the same case, we can declare double instead of double zeta is equal to 3.4 instead of int variables, and do the same operations, but the difference would be that we should have int instead of we should have double instead of int in front of the values that are double. Like if I declare another variable double w is equal to 4.2 and do the same operations for, so I do double and double. So I must rename these variables because I have already have the variables 2 3 and 4, 3 and 4. Let's try and run it. So I can copy and paste here, and also here we have 4, and here we have the value of variable 3. Here we can see that divide 3 is 2 point and divide 4 is 2 point. The differences between these two, here we declare like double value, but we don't need it. We declare int because it will bring the value 0.0 each time, so we don't need 0.0. Run it and we see that it's same result as we have here, but the difference, here we have double variables and here we have integer variables. So guys, this tutorial was about the variables and types of variables. I hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon.